At times, the government policies make one or two things difficult for us to have our way when it comes to the area of taxations and some understandings. If there is any challenges, all those challenges, and that has a story to tell, that there is no place like home.
There are tens, hundreds, thousands, and millions of Nigerians living outside the motherland and making meaningful impact. And thus is the only program that is dedicated to throwing a spotlight on their journey. My name is Kofi Opon Ochre, and this is Nigerians Abroad. Let me please share with you that Nigerians Abroad is proudly brought to you by Restoration Multimedia here in Accra. So for a production house to cover any event whatsoever that you may have for photography sessions, the people that you can trust is Restoration Multimedia, located at Chantine Market. Call us on 0559 229828, 0559 229828. On today's episode of Nigerians Abroad, as you can see, I am here at the Palace of Obi Amalachuku, and thus that you're seeing right here is the throne of grace. My guest today was on the 28th of November 2021 elected and crowned the Eze Udo in the Igbo Domi Kwabenya Pokuase Rage of the Greater Accra region, and for that matter is addressed as Eze Okuda Ibubie I, Eze Okuda Ibubie I, and he is His Royal Highness Eze Dr. Evangelist Tony Olasi Arinze Igwe.
You're blessed.
Thank you, Igwe. It's an honor to be with you on this fateful day. God bless you for the good work you've been doing so far.
You're welcome.
I know that you're a man of integrity. You are a great icon for Nigerians in Ghana and around the world. You are a philanthropist, and you've, as a result, you have been rewarded, awarded, and honored by so many organizations around the world. Tell us about your inspiration.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Firstly, you've addressed me, but I like to pronounce it myself.
All right.
His Royal Highness Evangelist Dr. Tony Olasi, aka Okuda Ibubie I. That is how I am addressed. The king of the Igbos in Domi Kwabenya Pokuase Ridge. That's who I am.
Okay.
And you want to know, what do you really want to know more about me?
We are going to come to what really brought you to Ghana,
Okay.
right from the beginning. But with the honors, rewards, award that you have received, we just want to know what, has inspired your journey so far.
Oh, I am a man of grace. So in wherever I find myself, I always like to remember and know that the grace that follows me is the main issue. Very good point to discuss. That grace followed me to Ghana. And as we are here today, if you look there, you'll see throne of grace. So in whatever I do or whatever I am, all glory goes back to God, because It's all about His grace, not because of what I can do or who I am. I am nobody. I am answerable to the King of Kings. That is who I am and what brought me, what I represent as an individual. I will follow you up as you come down.
All right. All right, Ezra. So now let's look at, help us understand what really brought you to Ghana, and even when was that?
Yeah. In the year, I came to Ghana in the year 2008 because the company I represent, as you can see, is 3-star. This 3-star means 3 brilliant people that have the grace of God and the understanding and love for each other to work together. So I happen to be the person that chose to come and reside in Ghana and establish business in 2008. And in 2009, 2010, I worked closely to the government of that time, to the extent that I was able to gain the understanding from the Parliament of Ghana to travel with 10 delegates to Nigeria. I sponsored 10 delegates to Nigeria, in the person of late Transport Minister Zifa Ativome, so rest in peace, and some government officials, directors from Ministry of Transport to Nigeria. I introduced them to my good friend and my own brother from the same village, who is doing motoring. In a bid to bring a transport system where we assemble cars, and the leading car in Nigeria called IVM, who happened to be my childhood friend. And we also registered company here in Ghana, but unfortunately, it didn't work out very well, since the Ghana government wanted the plant to be sited in Ghana here, but my friend said that we will be taken from Nigeria. So that is the first business that brought me here. From there, I have many other businesses like noodles. I tried to introduce Tommy instant noodles, which is also a very household noodles that is being consumed after Indomie in Nigeria. I also tried to bring it down here, but at times the government policies make one or two things difficult for us to have our way when it comes to the area of taxations and some understandings. You understand? So that was that one. But at the end of the day, I currently represent Three-Star Roofing System. That one is an imported imported materials from various countries.
I think despite all the challenges, you never thought of, leaving Ghana or even going to do business in another country, but rather chose to stay here and do business.
That's a very nice question that winds me back. I have to be honest to you. I came back finally from United Kingdom in the year 2004, and I tried to, do business. I opened a business in Nigeria, three of us, and later we decided to expand. Let's cross the coast. So that's actually what brought me here. And since I come here, I take here as my own home. You understand? So I am, when you take a person, you say I'm cool here. You understand? Yeah, so I decide to be here. Even though one of the directors have not even come together, but the trust and the understanding still exist.
Right, so, Your Highness, you just mentioned that you had lived in the United Kingdom for some time.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned it, I would like you to throw a little light on life in the UK.
Oh, I was I was in UK. I was still doing my spare parts business, which was my first business, because I come from a town where that you call the Taiwan of Nigeria. When you mean Taiwan, in my village, there are many industries, like all the A to Z oil you use here, any agro product, all the agro products supplied by Coscharis, we are all from the same village. So our village is, should I say, Kwewu of Nigeria. It's called Newi. Okay. Newi is a popular. Everybody, be you a Mali, be you any part of African country, must have visited Newi for one reason or the other. I'm an original Newi man. Wherever you see us, you see business, because we can make business to happen. We don't depend. When we come, we study what is available, and we know the right thing to do to make the ends meet.
So how was business in the UK?
The business in the UK is purely business of buying from looting wells, sending to Nigeria some big trucks like Ford spare parts and stuff like that, and you send it. That's it. It's okay.
So, Your Highness, could you please share with us one challenge that you faced in the UK back then?
I did not face any challenge apart from when you are in UK, there is no place like home. That is why I actually chose to come back to Africa, because to my home country, although I've never stayed more than 6 months without going back to see my family. My family, the person you saw now, was with me for the past 30 years.
Wow.
You understand? So he was in Nigeria. Whenever I travel, I go and do my business, and I come back to ship the goods, go up to from UK to Guangzhou to China to meet up with the trade fair, go to Luton and get my some discovering a lot of things. Every country have something to deliver, unless if you are unable to discover what that country have. So that is it. So there wasn't any much challenge, but we Africans, I have a lot of Ghanaian friends in UK. You understand? We are there. So I have a lot of them. We all believe and have this belief, which I still believe today, that there is no place like home. You understand? Because if you walk in train station or you walk anywhere, you drive the cab, at a time you will meet one or two challenges, like you said, the racism, discrimination in a very high level. So if there is any challenge, it's all those challenges, and that has a story to tell, that there is no place like home. So that is it.
All right. So, I mean, after that, you came to Ghana in 2008, and then you started business in Ghana, and I mean, then business was going on well, even though a few other things couldn't pull through as you expected. And then later, in about 13, 14 years, you were crowned king of Igbos in Dome, Kwabenya, and Pokuase Ridge. So, Your Highness, we'll be talking about your election and crowning as king of the people, or Nigerians, Igbos, in Dome, Kwabenya, and Pokuase right after this break, where you take us through the journey so far and your philanthropic works that you have been doing over the period. So stay with us. This is Nigerians Abroad, and I am here with Eze Okuda Ibubie, one of Dome, Kwabenya, and Pokuase Ridge, Accra. All right, thank you very much for staying with us all through the break. And this is Nigerians Abroad, and I am in the palace of Obi Amalachukwu, and this is a throne of grace. And I'm here with His Royal Highness Eze Dr. Evangelist Tony Olasi, and he is the Eze Okuda Ibubie one of Dome, Kwabenya, and Pokuase Ridge. Eze, before we left, you had taken us through your journey, what brought you to Ghana, and now we're going to you being crowned king of the people of the Igbos in Dome, Kwabenya, and Pokuase. But share with us, how was it feeling like when you first received the news of being elected and crowned the king?
Thank you very much. It's not actually something that was contested. As you're seeing me here, this Pokuase, I was here since that 2008. Like I told you, my mission. Nobody will ever tell you that he have seen me anywhere in the street or he have rented any apartment for me. I came here prepared, and I bought this house from the estate owner. I bought the house 2008. If you look around, you see there are almost bungalow, but I told him how I want my own to be done. So I was here just working on the things I told you with the government of Ghana. Then Daddy Kufo was just going out of office, and
yes,
Atamils was just coming in. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
So I try my best to showcase what I have. And that have led to that journey I told you. I traveled to my hometown with some 10 delegates approved by the parliament. So I was here trying to see what are the needs of where I am currently residing, which is Pokwase, Ghana. So I was able to try those two things, giving the government a car, trying to show the government a car, you understand, take them to the manufacturing company in Nigeria. After that, I brought some of the cars here, you understand me? So at the end of the day, we ended up with a normal understanding. It was in the GTV and it was in Nigerian news also, where you will see me with some politicians. I may not like to be mentioning their names up and down. They say Ghana was Nigeria. They offered land. But they want the plant to be here. And what it takes to do the current, the plant is somehow high. We are not, so we agreed we will be taken from Nigeria. So we are not really contesting it. I was just a man of my own, a low profile man, living my life. I don't even know that a lot of Nigerians are here. Some people discovered me. I was here. I remember one of the guys that was living in a nearby house here. He used to come to me, say, Shifa, there is something, you don't go out, you don't do this. I say, oh, I am fine. So at the end of the day, I opened a supermarket for my wife along the road there, so that she will find something, make herself busy too. So in the process, they came to me again. They want to use the front of that place to do some meeting, and that meeting led to me being their elder in that meeting. Because of my contributions and advice to them, they made me an elder. From there, the general Igbo community within this Pokwase Domi Kwabinya decided they will also give me the crown to represent the Igbos in this area under the paramountcy of His Royal Majesty as a Dr. Ambassador Jude Chukwudi Ihenetu. Ezebo one. So I am one of his sub-kings, taking care of the people around here. So it wasn't really contested. They just came to me and asked me, please stay here and advise our people within this jurisdiction to be of good conduct. Because it is some kind of belief that when you see any Nigerian, you think he is a Yahoo person. But from my story now, you have seen how I am and how I even come to Ghana, and I openly tell you that here where we are doing this interview have been the first place I have been since I came to Ghana, and I am working out changing the environment in my neighborhood to the best of my ability, because there's anywhere you find yourself becomes your home, especially if you are an African and you find yourself in any African country. So I will not waste time to tell you that in as much as there are crime in every country, there are good Nigerians, many, many, many good Nigerians, because I know how many people that I know their role, the role they are playing in the society in Ghana here. They are everywhere like that. Right from the same village I come from, the first person, Sapon, I met in my village, that was in 1977 or 78. Okay. In my village, my own village. So it's life. Life is just like that. If you tell me that time that I will later come to reside in Ghana, I do not believe it. You understand? But at the end of the year, when I come back from UK, I stayed in Lagos. It was quite hot for me. So the moment that idea of, taking our business to another ECOWAS country comes up, I decide to choose. I choose to be here. Okay. And since I am here, I feel at home. But I am not in support in any way of anybody who is undermining government and a lawless person. That's why I'll tell you the truth. Say, look, you have to respect the law of the land. Very, very important. But my message to everybody who is listening to this interview is that in as much as there is crime in every country, Nigerians here, there are many good people. Just as when you come to Nigeria, you see a lot of Ghanaians. But Nigeria is such a country that nobody have your time to begin to say you're a Ghanaian. Believe me, as you are and as we are here, you can stay in Nigeria for 50 years. Nobody want to know where you come from. They are so open when it comes to that. But here, you may not stay 2 weeks without being, somebody was tell you one or two things.
You have an encounter that, are you a Nigerian?
Yes, are you a Nigerian? You get it right.
Yes. But I'm so excited about one thing that you said, because that's the basis or the foundation for this program, Nigerians Abroad. Because Restoration Multimedia and the entire team had thought of the impact Nigerians are making outside Nigeria. Yes. I mean, mainstream media, we realize that throws a spotlight oftentimes on the negative. Yeah. But ever since we started this project, in less than a year, we have interviewed tens of Nigerians, from students to chiefs to, wonderful Nigerians here in Ghana. And there are times that we even had a virtual interview with a Nigerian in Russia, and they are doing so well. It's amazing. So we are happy that you are also throwing a spotlight on the fact that there could be crime, but in as much as there is crime, Nigerians, there are good Nigerians here in Ghana. There are good Nigerians everywhere around the world.
Yes.
Yes. But so now you have been crowned king of Igbos in Dome, Kwabenya, and Pokuase. How has the journey been so far? What are some of the projects that you've done now? We know that on the 28th of November will be about 3 years. So within these 3 years, how has life been?
Oh, I will comfortably say that it has been wonderful. It has been good in the sense that I'm not the much talking type, but the neighborhood will sing my song. You understand? Like in a year, I try my best to reach out to people. There was a lot of clips here of last program I did. I targeted 250 people, and I also have records of where is this Nima? If you are following some television, some things, I was in Nima. Myself, I tried to reach out to thousands of people. This place, I dedicate it back to God. People don't really open their gates, but I know that I've attended to over 400 or 500 widows and the old, aged one in the society. Here, I at times work with the assemblyman. I say, bring 50 for me. There's some assemblyman of this area. Wow. He used to gather them. I have their list. And I believe that my message and my lifestyle is a message itself to the entire people of this neighborhood. It's a message to them. Like I said, I will not sing my song, but it's a message to them. So life has been good. God has been faithful. You understand? There's one adage that said that the givers never lack. So at times we face some financial situations, but God always sees us through so that we can also reach out to people. I employed most of my workers. There are over a lot of workers, but they are Ghanaians. I have only 2 or 3 Nigerian workers. The rest are Ghanaians. And believe me, as you can see that the person that offered you water here is also a Ghanaian. Yeah. I live in this house with 6 Ghanaians and no single Nigerian with me apart from my wife. You understand? I live here with 6 Ghanaians. They sleep in this house. And no single Nigerian apart from my wife. So that is how I find myself.
I know you are a philanthropist. And I mean, you've already mentioned a couple of things that there are so many, but this is just but a few. The masses will sing your praise. Now, as king, this is royalty. And then you also happen to be an evangelist or a minister of God, an elder. How are you able to balance the two?
Yeah, I have to clear the air very well in this aspect.
Okay.
Because evangelist is what I chose. And I have my way of evangelizing, and that is my way. You may not expect me, or you may not meet me in the church or in the pulpit trying to preach or stuff like that. No. But I evangelize through my character and how I reach people, and how I also talk to people. I am an evangelist, mostly in the financial sector.
Okay.
I sponsor anything that has to do with God if I have the capacity. And I try to tell people that come closer to me that heaven is real. As you look there, if you look up here, that is my message. I'm not ashamed of it. You see, cherish the old rugged cross. When you look by the left side of it, it says, when I see the blood, I will pass over you. Exodus 12:1-23. Then you come to the right side. What's the message? Because you're asking me about evangelism. Say, this I did for you. What have you done for me? Look at the sacrifice. A man who knew no sin was nailed in the cross so that myself and you will become righteous. What other sacrifice do you expect from anybody if God himself can come and sacrifice his life for me and you to live? So that is my message. And at the end it says heaven is real. I believe. Look at it.
Yes.
It cover it very well. That's my method of evangelism. You understand? I act it by reaching out to the few people I will be able to reach. And if any king, a lot of Ghana kings, they used to come to this house. They come to pray also, because here is an altar. You will see that small.
Yeah, sure.
Some Ghanaian pastors used to also come and pray here. One of them, Seth, Japan, of Brotherly Love Assembly in Ghana here. He's a Ghanaian. He has children together with me. We are training them. When he come here, people come here, I make them to pray and believe that God will answer their prayer. And they drop offering. It never go up. It goes to them. That is how I evangelize. And I believe that that is the way. And the other way around, looking at how I manage it with the work here, it's still the same work. If people have issues in their house and they bring it here, you don't need to take too much time. You tell them the truth. You talk to them, make peace for them. And from what you extracted from the Word of God, the Bible, I believe. So it's not hectic. It's not a heavy load, because when people come at times, if it's an issue that needed the other elders to be part of it, there are some elders, there are some chiefs, they come. I've made a lot of people chief here. I give them crown and I tell them, I give them the Bible to maintain the peace and tell the world the truth, and represent the Nigerians very well by your conduct first. And that is it. That's how I do my evangelical work and the throne.
We'll be going for our last and final break, and then we come back and then talk about something else and the upcoming events that we have. But I would want to ask you, over the period in Africa, we most often associate chieftaincy, kinship with rituals and what have you. So what would be your message to other royals, be it Ghanaian, whosoever, Ghanaian, Nigerian? What would be your message to kings, to chiefs like yourself? I mean, with the evangelism that you are doing, you enter here and then it feels like I entered here and I was wowed by seeing this. And you enter, you see the throne, and then you look up there, you see the throne of grace, and I feel like I have entered the house of God. Not just a palace, but a palace that doubles as the house of God. What would be your message to chiefs and kings?
Oh, as you said it, I believe that this special place we call throne, before I take the cap, I told God to turn my own to altar of solution and remedy to people. And I am not afraid of anybody that is coming here with his magics and everything, because you know what? I believe, and I sincerely believe that there is no power that is bigger than the power of God. You understand? Whatever, that is why I put it, it says, when I see the blood, I pass over you. I cannot stop anybody from believing what he likes to believe in. But let us ask ourselves. A lot of people do some things based on what they feel like doing or what they believe in. But I, Tony Olase, believe in the I am that I am. He that knows the end from beginning, knows that you will be here and we will be affecting the life of people out there, giving them this message of reconciliation and salvation. That is my belief. A lot of people believe in whatever they want to believe. But as for myself and my house, I so much respect this altar and I believe in it. There is nothing bigger than the power of God. I have seen people that believe that they are strong, but whatever they believe in at the end of the day, disappoint them in one way or the other. If I die, I die. If I live, I live. But the word of God will never die. That is my faith and my belief.
All right, thank you very much, Eze. And now we go for a break. This you're watching is Nigerians Abroad, and we are before the throne of grace and the altar of wisdom and solution and peace and everything. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break. After 13 years of living a remarkable life in Ghana, Accra to be precise, my guest in the person of Eze Okuda Ibubie I was crowned king of the people of Dome, Kwabenya and Pokwase Ridge of the Greater Accra region. And before the third anniversary of his coronation as king of the Igbos here in Kwabenya, Dome and Pokwase, he says that I am going to celebrate yet another New Yam Festival with my people on the 27th of October 2024, and that is what we are talking about now. Eze,
you're right.
We have an upcoming event which happens to be the New Yam Festival, the Igbo's New Yam Festival, that you will be celebrating with your people and Ghanaians at large, I believe, yes, on the 27th of October. Could you please share some light on this event?
Yeah. New Yam Festival. New Yam Festival is a culture that we celebrate back home. Out of all the crops that we do plant and work on, the Igbos choose yam as the king of crop. king of crop. And we use it when you say New Yam Festival. There is cocoyam, there is a lot of other crops that has been planted. And around this period, you harvest them. When you harvest it, you use the yam as the king of crop to do the ceremony, to thank God. It's not all about eating this, like a Thanksgiving event, to thank God who has made it possible for you to plant and you are still alive to reap. It is something, a lot of people say, oh, it's just New Year and this. No, it also have to do with your life. It's a kind of a period of Thanksgiving event to the entire Igbos based on our culture. And I am using this medium and opportunity based on my agreement with the committees and all the chiefs within my jurisdiction to invite everybody, both be you a Ghanaian, be you a Togolese, Burkina, wherever you are coming from, come and witness our celebration, because if it will not be an overstatement, let me tell you that the only thing our culture permits as Christmas is the New Year Festival. That is our Christmas. So, myself, on behalf of Domi Kwabinya Pokwasi Ridge, we are inviting everybody to come and celebrate with us on this our Christmas day in this New Year Festival. If you come that day, you will see a lot of families coming with their children, because there will be availability of masquerades, cultural dance, and things that we in diaspora, some people are missing, but we have the opportunity of staying very close to our own country. Ghana is our second home. So yes, we have the opportunity, by the special grace of God, by touching the government of Ghana, to allow us, by allowing us to do what? Celebrate and exhibit our culture. We thank the government of Ghana for this, and we also call each and everybody to come out, come in mass on the 27th of October, next month, yes, to come and see the Igbo Christmas within this jurisdiction, Domi Kwabinya Pokwasi. The event place will be at GAEC Atomic. Okay. The field there, the next to Atomic GAEC Hospital. That's the place. This occasion will be available for everybody to come and witness free of charge. Come and see our Igbo Christmas, how it looks like. And you have a lot to learn and tell your people. You will be happy you come. I and my entire chiefs, we are waiting for you wherever you are. Don't miss this date. don't miss this date. Come out in mass. You must learn something. There is something to take home after this year's event.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And then I know for sure all of us will be there on the 27th of October 2024 at Gayek Atomic Park, where we shall be observing the Igbo's New Yam Festival. That is officially, per culture, the Igbo's Christmas. And Your Highness, prior to this event, or even after, are there some event, let's say prelims, leading to the eventful day that you may want to talk about?
Yes, I have discussed with my chiefs, and we are still having meeting this Friday to deliberate and conclude on how many lives to be touched, because that is our number one priority, to reach out to people as we are celebrating our New Year festival. We normally reach out to either the widows or the oldies or whatever. This are the priority of this throne of grace. And that's their priority, that we must reach out to people before we go to celebrate our New Year festival.
So whatever happens before the 27th of October, we here at Nigerians Abroad will make sure that we bring it to you so that you would see it, you would watch it, you would experience it, and you would enjoy what the throne of grace that is being seated upon by Eze Okuda Ibubie 1.
Yes.
Now, Eze, now we are about to end this very interview.
Okay.
And first of all, I want to know the meaning of Eze Okuda Ibubie 1.
Yeah, good. Nice one. Eze Okuda Ibubie is that is a name, a kind of Okuda Ibubie. Eze, as you may know, some people call Eze, some people call Igwe. Eze and Igwe, there is no difference between the two. Eze is Igwe. Then, when you want to become a chief, it is your right to choose the name based on your experiences in life, where you are coming from, where you are, and what do you believe in. Okay. So the Okuda Ibubie means don't underestimate anybody, because you never know how God is using that person. Don't underestimate anybody. In every situation, be calm and be courageous, that surely at the right time God will make everything beautiful. That is the meaning of Eze Okuda Ibubie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, on the 1st of October is a very memorable day in the history of Nigeria. So Eze, with all due respect, what would be your message to Nigerians, especially in the diaspora?
Thank you very much. Nigerians in the diaspora, wherever you are, hear me. We are in a foreign country, even though it's our home. And we are in a kind of stage now whereby we are committed to sanitizing the entire Nigerians in Ghana here. So be part of it. Help us with good information on people you know that they are not doing the right thing. The Ghana police is there to help you out, and it's all about when you are talking of independence, you are talking of freedom and unity. Freedom and unity. Let us unite and be of good conduct, believing that after this year independent, your lifestyle will tell the Ghanaians that yes, these people are really good people and blessed people. Let your life be an example to your neighbor by your side. Your neighbor by your left side, your right side, your front, your back. Let your good character reflect so that they can speak for you. Your character, let your character speak for you. United we stand, divided we fall. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Your Highness. And again, is there anything that, lastly, Your Highness may want to share that we did not ask?
You have asked everything. The only thing I must concentrate more is looking at your back. I still maintain that heaven is real. And if you have anything that is worrying you, I am not a prayer contractor. When you come here, tell God your problem. If God have anointed this staff, the only thing I do is I say, may it be to you according to your faith. If you believe that you have talked to God, may it be to you according to your faith. If you go out there, you see a swimming pool. Read what is there. Pool of grace and healing. If you are touched and you want to revive yourself, go there and believe that it will work for you. It is not me. It is the power of God. It's the power of God. So my message finally still goes back to evangelism, which is very, very important. And what is the real message? Heaven is real.
All right.
Thank you.
We're grateful for the privilege and opportunity to engage with you today on Nigerians Abroad.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ibubie. All right, the people of Ghana, the people of Nigeria, and the world all over, it has been yet another insightful episode of Nigerians Abroad here at the palace of the Obi Amalachukwu Throne of Grace. And I have learned a lot, and I didn't just learn, but I am blessed. Sitting in this interview and listening to His Royal Highness Eze Dr. Evangelist Tony Olasi Eze Okuda Ibubie 1. And I believe that you are also blessed just as I am. And let me also throw more light on the upcoming event, which is on the 27th of October 2024 at Atomic Park in Domi, or Atomic Down Runabout, thereabout. It's just about 2-3 minutes drive away from the Atomic Down Runabout. And that is per culture, this event is the Igbos Christmas, or the Christmas of the Igbos, where they throw a Thanksgiving ceremony with yam to the Most High God for his blessings over the period. Basically, Eze has explained to us what the significance of this event is. So I entreat you and invite you to come and join us on the 27th of October at Atomic Let's all celebrate and then thank God for his goodness in our lives. My name is Kofi Opon Otri, and this has been Nigerians Abroad, where we are inspiring generations. And let me also share with you again that Nigerians Abroad is proudly brought to you by Restoration Multimedia here in Accra. And what we're doing, we render all multimedia services, from photography to videography, coverage of any event whatsoever. The people you can trust, the people you can be with, is Restoration Multimedia, located at Chantime Market. Once you get to Chantime Market, just give us a call on 055 922 9828, 055 922 9828. This has been Nigerians Abroad, and I am Kofi Opon Ochi. Thank you, and know that heaven is real.